Are you nuts?
Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 1-on-1. So today we're going to talk about a couple of stocks, six stocks in particular. We're going to talk about Plug Power, NEO, Bitcoin, Moderna. We're going to also talk about Carnival Cruise Line and Palantir Technologies. These are very, very popular stocks. Okay, we understand that Bitcoin is popping. Bitcoin is over $22,000, but there are some other stocks that we've talked about early throughout the year. Because I keep coming back to some of the same stocks. I keep coming back to what? NEO and Plug Power. And a lot of people ask me, is NEO going to go with $50 again? I believe so. I believe that NEO is a long-term buy. And I've said this, hold on to your NEO and also hold on to your Plug Power. Now, let's get right into it. I don't want to be chatty up here because there's money to be made. Okay, there's money to be made, especially with Plug Power. Now, when we go over the Plug Power timeline, I want you guys to be very cognizant of this timeline and how Plug Power is killing it, because Plug Power, they're into a lot of sectors and they have a huge contract with Walmart. So over the past 5 years, Plug Power has been up 1,400%. The past year, they've been 929%. The past 3 months, 145%. The past month, 29%. The past week, 16%. And then they're up almost 3% already when the market is opening up. Plug Power is what I call doing the damn thing, okay? They're not playing around, okay? Because we need to understand that the contract they have with Walmart, expands. It began in August of this year, and it will continue all the way out through 2021. So Walmart has 37 distribution centers that use over 9,500 of Plug Power supported Gen Drive fuel cell powered vehicles. What is that basically saying? It's a huge contract. They're in contract with one of the biggest distributors next to Amazon is Walmart. So with about 40,000 units in the field, over 100 fueling stations in North America. See, Plug Power provides hydrogen solutions across the entire value chain. Okay, so we need to understand these big moves that Plug Powers are in. And here's my thing when it comes to, hey, Ross, should I put my money in individual stocks, or should I put my money into ETFs, or should I put my money in options? All of the above. So if that was A, B, and C, you should be circling D for all of the above. There's money to be made with Plug Power, in my opinion. So let's go down and show you why. Now, this is my portfolio right here, ladies and gentlemen, of my stake of Plug Power. My portfolio diversity is 17%. Okay, I have 125 shares in Plug Power at 87% return. Anyone knows anything over 20% of one particular stock, you're doing absolutely phenomenal. You're doing absolutely great. Okay, so I'm doing really, really well. My today return is already up $100. Okay, let me blow this up. I want everybody on their cell phones to see this as well. Look at this right here. Today, I already made $100. What did I do today? Absolutely nothing. What I did was I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I didn't wash my face yet. But nonetheless, I woke up and I started making money, okay? I started making money, and look where I'm at right here. I'm up $1,800, okay? So currently, they don't have any dividends. And for you guys who are new to Plug Power, it says that Plug Power provides alternative energy technology, which focuses on the design, development, commercialization, and manufacture of hydrogen and fuel cells used primarily for the material handling and station power, and fuel cells system solutions designed to replace lead-acid batteries, okay, batteries in electric material handling vehicles and industrial truck for some distribution and manufacturing business. See, some people believe that Plug Power is simply in hydrogen gas, okay? Because you see this, hydrogen gas. But no, if you continue to read about Plug Power, fuel cell systems, okay, it replaces lead acid batteries in the electric material handling vehicles. So they're in the electronic market somewhat, as well as hydrogen fuel. Why is hydrogen fuel important? Because hydrogen fuel is one of the purest form of clean energy on the planet. Who just got elected to be president? Democrats. What do they highly support? The Green New Deal. So again, you are investing in the future, but ladies and gentlemen, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. I'm up 87% on Plug Power, okay? All right, let's continue on. Now, Plug Power extends into e-commerce space with Walmart. Okay, with Walmart. So some of the same information, and here's one of their little fueling stations in the Walmart distribution center. What other headlines we have? Return on capital employed over you, Plug Power. Let's see, we got Pfizer, U.S. COVID-19 vaccines, credit positive. Okay, we're going to get on that as well. Look at this right here. This is what the analysts are saying at Robinhood. They're saying buy at 89%, hold at 11%. I'm gonna go buy. Okay, I'm gonna go buy 95%, hold 5%, and I'm gonna give Plug Power what I call a 4 flame rating. Okay, I do my own flame ratings 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm giving Plug Power 4 flames. Okay, because again, you are investing in the present, and you're also investing in the future. Okay, we're not gonna really go into their quarterly earnings because they're just doing phenomenal. So here's some of my history of, like today, I had $8.56 left in my buying power. Where I invested at? Plug Power. The other day, December 14th, I had $55. I continue to invest in Plug Power. Now, other people in this sector that I would say that you should invest your money, in my opinion, fuel cell is not as doing as well as I imagined. Blink Charging, okay? Blink Charging is where you want to put your money because this company is a large company that has a lot of contracts at building charging stations throughout the US and the UK of your Teslas and other sorts of electric vehicles, okay? Sunrun, I love Sunrun as well. Let me look at Sunrun very, very quickly. These are just notable mentions, okay? These are honorable mention, and I'm just going to show you. I'm up 60% on my Sunrun, okay? But let me show you something from Blink Charging. Now, I don't have any individual shares on Blink Charging, okay? But what I do have on Blink Charging, where is that? Where is my, okay, let me scroll over a little bit. Here we go. See, fuel cell is right here. I'm down $191. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I put my money where my mouth is. I thought NEO would be up to $54 already. I have an option that I'm down $637. So if NEO doesn't blow up in the next 2 weeks before the new year, look how much I'm scheduled to lose, $636, okay? But now look at my other option. Look at Blink Charging. Look at my Blink Charging. It's up. I'm up on my option, $335. That's to kind of give you guys some perspectives about it. All right, let's move on. NEO. Now, NEO has been volatile. You see that the analysts on Robinhood are talking about 53% buy. We're going to get into it. All right. So over the past 5 years, which is very, very new because NEO is only 2 years old, it's been up 666%. The past year, 1,682%. The past 3 months, 133%. The past month, down 2%. The past week, up 15%. And then today, they're up slightly. Look, it's teetering right now, okay? But you're asking, should I buy NEO? Should I buy NEO at $45? I believe you should. Now, your price margins are not going to be as great as those people who took my advice when NEO was at $3 and $9. You're not going to make the same money, but you can still make some money. Now, when we go to my portfolio, okay, when you go to my portfolio, NEO is 30% of my portfolio diversity. And look, I'm up 111%. I'm getting over $1 for dollar return on my investment. I'm up $3,000. Look at my total mark that I'm making in NEO, $6,800. So I'm over $1 for dollar of my investment. This is absolutely phenomenal if you're an investor. Like, hey, for every dollar invested, I get another dollar. So it's just a matter of you investing correctly. Now, listen to this. We already went over my option. I'm doing absolutely horrible. It is what it is. I told you, any short-term options, any short call options are very, very risky, especially when you're buying options within the same month. That is very, very risky. I don't advise anyone to do that except for me because I can be silly sometimes. Let's move on. Let's see, thinking about buying stock in PAL, okay, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's the analyst ratings about NEO. I do not agree with the sale of 13%. I do not agree with the sale of 13% when it comes to NEO. I believe that NEO should be around 66, 67%, and this should increase up to around 40-some%, okay? Around 37, 38% of hold, but no sale. I think we got to look at a lot of movement that NEO is having in the market, and NEO is still blowing out the competition when it comes to orders. They're still fulfilling their orders on time. So NEO is doing very, very, very well, okay? So people who are also in this space that I think has an honorable mention is XPunk. They have really, really good vehicles, and they're doing a great return. And also LI Auto. Let's go into XPunk really quickly. I know I'm branching off into some other stocks. I just want to give you guys some perspective on this because I want to show you how these other stocks are doing, okay? So they haven't been around. They just released in August, but they're already up 107%. So the past 3 months, they're up 146%, okay? Here's my diversity. I'm 2.46%, but I'm up 33% on my portfolio. Again, it's over my 20% margin, so I'm doing absolutely phenomenal now, okay? We're just going to breeze over this one. We're going to go to LI Auto. LI Auto, let's see, for the past year, they've been up 105%. The past 3 months, they've been up 81%. So they're doing very, very well, okay? And as you can tell here, the analyst ratings on LI Auto is 78%, hold at 22%, and no one's talking about selling LI Auto. Because it's doing very, very well. Now, I know you're looking at my history and you're saying, well, you sold it. I made some money, though. So some stocks I hold, some stocks I trade back and forth, okay? So nonetheless, let's move on, okay? Let's move on because there's really nothing else as far as NEO. We've talked about NEO for the entire year, so you guys know NEO should pop over $50 again. Let's get into Bitcoin. A lot of you guys really missed out on this Bitcoin wave, didn't you? Didn't you guys miss out on Bitcoin? I'm going to tell you the mistake I made with Bitcoin. 2 mistakes I made with Bitcoin. I did not invest more, okay, when it was down under 18 and 17,000. I think I only put $500. No, I'm sorry. I had $1,300 in Bitcoin on my Robinhood platform, and I had $1,500 on the Coinbase platform. I shouldn't invest a lot more money in Bitcoin because I am the one who's saying that Bitcoin is going to reach $50,000 to $60,000 within the next 2 years. So, in my opinion, you guys should definitely invest in Bitcoin, even though it's up over $22,000. Even though it's over $22,000, I am telling you, you guys, in my opinion, that you should invest in Bitcoin because I believe the next 2 to 3 years is going to go up anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000 per coin. And I'm just going to talk to myself here. Ray, you will be a fool if you don't continue to put at least $100 in Bitcoin a month, at least for the next 2 years. I'm going to show you my history on Bitcoin because I think it's notable. We can get to the timeline of Bitcoin over the past year. Look at Bitcoin. So March of this year, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is very, very volatile. But let me tell you what Bitcoin has been doing since 2011, making millionaires. There's a lot of Bitcoin millionaires out there. If you go over the math, if you go over the history of Bitcoin, if you would have invested, listen to this, if you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin, $100 in Bitcoin in 2011, when it hit $19,000, you would have made 3.3 million. You would have been an instant millionaire if you would have sold your Bitcoin. You would have been an instant millionaire if you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin back in 2011 and sold it when it hit $19. It would have been worth 3.3 million. So now that it's up to 22,000, I can only imagine if you would have invested $500. It's phenomenal. But just think about this. If you would have invested, literally, if you say, you know what, I got $5,000, I'm going to buy a Bitcoin, right? I'm going to buy a Bitcoin. I got $500, I'm going to buy a Bitcoin. Look where it's at today, 22,000. You would have almost made, you have almost made $20,000 in a year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got to look at you when I do this. I really do. How much do you make? And if somebody would have told you, man, if you give me $5,000 in December, I give you $20,000 back. Who would have made that investment? $20,000. So essentially, if you make $50,000 a year, if you would have sold that one Bitcoin, the $20,000 return, I mean, come on, you would have made $70,000 on a year. And I beat myself up sometimes because I do all the research and I'm still like, Bitcoin mining, blockchain technology, the information is there. Ladies and gentlemen, I made a huge mistake. And then I sold my Bitcoin when it popped over 21,000. I sold my Bitcoin because I thought it was going to do a market correction like it always does, but it didn't do it. And then when I got back into it, look where I'm at now because I bought into it at a high margin. Look at this. I bought into it and it was at 23 because I sold it, thought I was going to be smart because the history of Bitcoin is when it pops over 19, it then drops back down. So I say, oh man, it's up to 21,000. So let me sell it. And then with the 23,000 and then my dumb ass bought it. I'm just telling you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Here's me being a dumbass. Let me show you. So I invest all of this money into Bitcoin. Okay. I invest all this money into Bitcoin and then I sell it. And then I sell it. And then I sell it. Then I bought in at a high margin. See, I did the opposite of what you call investing. This is not investing. I did gambling. That's what I did. I got to let you know my good and with my bad, because here's the thing. The object of investing is buy low, sell high, not buy high, sell low. I digress. Don't worry, I'm beating myself up. You guys don't have to beat me up. Let's move on. Now, if you still believe that Bitcoin is too high, you're saying, well, I don't really want to invest in Bitcoin because I'm not going to even have a fraction of a coin. I'm not going to even invest $1,000 into Bitcoin, right? So your question is, what other stocks, right, could I invest in that kind of revolves around Bitcoin? Where I have one for you. It's called Rocket Blockchain. Now, today it's down almost 3%, but this could be profitable for your portfolio. Okay, let's look at this. Now, in the past 5 years, this has been up 290%. Okay, now back in December 2017, this was up $28. So people who are investing at this margin who didn't sell, they still haven't recouped. But this stock is slowly coming back. It's slowly coming back. Now, there are some other ones that you guys need to be aware of too. Here's another one. They don't have the Hive blockchain one listed on here, but they also have another one called Micro Strategies. Let's see if that's on here. MSTR is the ticker. Let's look at this one. This one is down as well. Let's look at the return. But over the past 5 years, it's been up 66%. Okay. And this also deals in the Bitcoin market as well. Okay. So I believe I have one more that I wrote down. Give me 1 second. We have Mara. Let's look at Mara really quickly. Patent Group. See where they are. They're at $9. I'll go to the past 5 years. And they have been doing horrible. Okay. I just want to let you know what's good with the good and also with the bad. Mara is not one that should be on your platform. Okay. Let's move on. Moderna. Why is Moderna important to invest in right now? Well, I'm going to skip right down. They should have this news story. EU to buy an additional 80 million doses of Moderna's coronavirus vaccine. So you got Pfizer and Moderna dealing with the vaccine. I know you guys are lining up outside the door to get your vaccine. Now, regardless if you agree to take the vaccine or not, there's money to be made in those companies who are producing the vaccine. Here we go. 2 hours ago, your president and your president in chief, Donald Trump, said ahead of FDA, says Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine has been approved. It has been approved. So what's going to happen? Pfizer and Moderna is going to start, sending these vaccines out to the entire world, really, because they've been approved. Anytime somebody, people believe that America, that, we're the state of technology when it comes to things of this nature because we have all the resources. So a lot of companies are going to be buying Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines. Either you're going to take it or not, this could be a good investment. Now look at this. I agree with this. Buy at 80%, hold at 13%, sell at 7%. I'm going to give Moderna a 2-flame rating. Okay. So we talked about Neo. We talked about Plug Power. I give both of them a 4-flame rating. I give this one a 2-flame. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, some of these COVID vaccines, especially the ones they've been dispersing over in the UK, they've been, paralyzing people's face. They haven't seen that in the Pfizer trials or in the Pfizer vaccine or in the Moderna, okay? So let's look at the stock very, very quickly. Let's look at the timeline here. Over the past 5 years, they've been up only 2 years, but they've been up 522%. The past year, 641%. The past 3 months, 100%. The past month, 51%. The past week, down 16%. And then today, they're down almost 5%. But this is going to turn around. As long as there's no huge side effects, I haven't heard of any huge side effects, but as soon as the FDA confirms what Donald Trump is saying about it's been approved by the FDA, then I'm expecting the stock to actually go up on the upside. So there's some money to be made here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, when you're looking at the stock price, don't let the $100-something stock price to deter you from investing, because again, on Robinhood and Webull and all these other platforms, these robo platforms like M1 Finance as well, you can invest in dollars and in shares. So if you got $10, you can invest $10. If you got $100, you can invest $100, or you can buy shares. So that's really pertinent to note as well. Okay, moving right along. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you right now. You better invest in Carnival Cruises. You better invest in Carnival Cruises. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. This coronavirus is not going to last forever. Did polio last forever? Did Ebola last forever? It's not going to last forever. What's going to happen is a lot of people are going to become immune to it. Other people are going to get vaccinated. And in a couple of years, we'll be back to normal. We'll be back to normal in a couple of years. So this is what I call a long-term stock investment. So let's go over the timeline and let's speak to the numbers here. 5 years. They are down 64%. And a lot of you are like, nope, not going to do it. Nope, not going to do it. But let's look into this, right? So right now, this stock is $18.59. Let's go back to their previous glory. 2018, $66 per share. $66 per share. Let's move along. We got 2020, $48 per share. So let's say worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, you buy it right now for under $20 and it goes back up to its previous glory of $48.92 or someone in that, arena. Haven't you doubled your money? Haven't you more than doubled your money? Think about that. And because here's the thing, when people start feeling confident about cruises again, this stock will go up. And this is great news right here, because guess what Carnival Cruise is doing? Now, let me see if they got the news story. We see buy at 16%, hold at 63%, sell at 21%. I agree. I agree with this rating. Okay, I do agree. Now, what I read earlier, give me 1 second. Where was that story at? Give me 1 second. Right here. This came out today. It says Carnival Cruise Line takes delivery of Mardi Gras ships. Why in the world will Carnival Cruise do that? Why would they do that? Okay. It says right here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all of that. It says that Carnival Cruise Line takes delivery of Mardi Gras ships. Why would they be doing that? Why would they be doing that? So here's some other ones as well. Norwegian Cruise Line. Let's look at them. Let's look at them. Okay. So right now, Norwegian is $25.69. I'm trying to tell you guys right now, you better be buying these cruise lines while they're cheap. Buy low, sell high. You got to be more careful. All right, let's get into it. January, this stock was worth $60. Now, I've been on the Norwegian Cruise Line. They're pretty good. I've been on Carnival. They're pretty good. Now, Carnival is a little cheaper than Norwegian, but Norwegian is a little bit smaller. I haven't been on a Royal Caribbean, and Disney, I can't afford it. Disney Cruise Line are expensive. It's like having Disney, the Disney World or Disneyland on a ship. It's a large cruise line and ship, okay? But look at this. This was up $60 Norwegian. I don't believe you can go wrong with Norwegian nor Carnival Cruise. Now, we understand when word of the coronavirus hit, it started to drop. And it dropped all the way down, look at this, to $8.72. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of smart, intelligent investors out there. And when it dropped down to this amount, they took $5,000 and they invested that money into the cruise line. Because they say, you know what, even if it doesn't come back this year, it will come back. It will come back. And with that being said, look where it is right now from $8 in March. It's already up to $25. So I love to do I love to just push it up another $3. So let's take, for instance, $28. That means for every share you bought, you made $20. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, please, in my opinion, buy this stock. I'm trying to tell you, you got to be more careful. You got to understand how investment works. In the past 3 months, it's been up 51%. The past month, 22%. The past week, down almost 6%. And then today, they're up. I'm going to buy me some Norwegian Cruise Line. I might buy some Carnival as well. But I'm definitely going to put some money in Norwegian. But we have more stocks to talk about. So let's carry on. Let me read some of your notes. I'm not ignoring you guys. We got China. Good morning. We got Jay Lovett. He said, let's good Bitcoin, and Kathy Wood predicts 500K. I'm not going to be as brass as Kathy Woods, but I'm going to say at least 50 to 60K. Jermaine Anderson says, good morning, Brother Ross, and everybody. Good morning to you as well. It's okay. In 6 months, it will double. Okay. Jay Lovett, when you say in 6 months, it will double, what are you referring to? And also, guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask me live, there is a link in the description that you can join me, okay? So that link that you see in the chat room, you can hit that with your video or without your video, and we can have a discussion about any stock that you have in mind. Now, let's talk about Royal Caribbean very quickly. Me personally, Royal Caribbean has bounced back really well. If we go back up to January again, Royal Caribbean was up $135. Then it dropped down to $23, and now Royal Caribbean is up $74. And they're at 76 buy. Me personally, because of where it's at, I will probably most likely spend my money with Norwegian and Carnival Cruises. It's kind of already reaching its ceiling. Is it possible to go up to $135 again? Yes, but I would like to buy more shares when it comes to Norwegian. So they're at 76% buy. They're at 16% buy when it comes to Carnival. Let's look at Norwegian very, very quickly. They're at 56% hold. So it just depends on where you are. Right now, I'm at 6% sale. So I'm leaning more towards Norwegian than I am Carnival, but I believe that both of them are still a good buy long term. Okay, long term. Now, last but not least, Palantir Technologies. Now, a lot of us made some good money off of Palantir Technology, and some of us not so much, because it depends on when you get in that. And when it comes to IPOs, so it came out this year. Let's look at this. Came out this year, so September 30th, 2020. And this is how usually stocks do when they come out. When the IPO is released, most times in that it goes up, then it drops down, and then it goes up. It needs to kind of balance itself in the market, okay? But nonetheless, I bought, I think, where did I buy it? I think I bought around $12. So is it 26? I doubled my money, okay? So as you can tell here, November 25th, let me blow this up. November 25th, it was at $29, and then it dropped. Market correction down to $22. And December 7th was up to $28, and then it dropped, and then it's back up, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm getting at, right? So here's my portfolio diversity. I have 8%. I have 73 shares in Palantir Technology. The cost for me is $916, but I'm up $1,000, so my return is 111% on Palantir Technologies. Okay, so again, where I look at it is, I'm like, I at least want to be a 20% above in that percentage range. So I'm up 100%. So again, I'm getting over a dollar for dollar return on my investment. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Now, for you guys who are not familiar with Palantir Technologies, let's just read a little bit about it. Operates as a holding company which engages in the development of data integration and software solution. It operates through the commercial and government segments. The commercial segment offers services to the clients in the private sector. The government segment provides solutions to the United States federal government and non-U.S. government. So right there, PAL is going to be around for a while because they're doing business with the government and also non-government sectors, okay? It offers automotive financial compliance, legal intelligence, mergers and acquisition solutions. Its products include the Powell Gotham and Powell Foundry, and the company was founded by Stephen Cohen, okay? So it's headquartered out of Denver, Colorado, and it deals in business and software, most likely. So this came out 3 days ago. Tau Backspace rallies, that also has to deal with Powell as well. And they're talking about Seneca Valley and the pandemic and yada, yada, yada. It's so early that they don't really have that many earnings report about it, so you don't have to worry about that. And here's my history of my trading with it. So you see buy, buy, buy. I continue to buy. So you can see the amount of money that I've actually invested in this particular stock here, okay? People also own Neo, Nano Dimension, Asana, and Switchback Energy, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for today. That is your stock talk for 2018-2020. These stocks that we went over, there's value in all of them. And I believe that you guys should absolutely invest in them. Okay? That is my strong opinion. And I will say ones that are very, very notable, as I told you, Norwegian and Carnival, you should make that decision on your own. But I think either one will still reach back to $40. So you can make anywhere from $20 to $15 on your return, which is absolutely phenomenal. Palantir Technologies is a good one. Neo, I believe, is going to reach over $50 again. Plug Power, I'm telling you, Plug Power. I bought Plug Power. Forgot my price point, because every time you invest in Plug Power, as it's going up, the amount that you got inside the stock changes. Okay, so it says here the average cost for me of Plug Power was $16.17, but that's not accurate, because I bought Plug Power when it was a lot cheaper. It was less than $10. Okay, it was less than $10. But every time you invest, this average cost go up because the price of the stock is going up, if that makes any sense. But again, I'm getting 89% of my return, okay? So I'm telling you, plug power is the future. Plug power is the present, and you can make a lot of good money off of plug power. There you have it. Stock Talk 2018. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Is Robinhood closing? I read some news about that, but nothing has been pertinent enough for it to close. And believe me, because Robinhood, you are secure with the SEC and the FTC. Don't worry about losing your money. You will be getting your money back, especially if you don't have over $1 million in it. Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have a great and wonderful weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next one. You have a great day. Peace.